So what I want to describe today is this process that I've gone through in how I faced problems and obstacles and things like that. And I've used in this description an analogy of bodies of water. And so I started off and I describe when I was young, but whatever different people are developmentally, they may be 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, but not and not be young, but not be very conscious. And no matter where we are, this phenomenon exists. So anyway, I'm using this analogy to bodies of water, and I go on to explain that when I first started on this journey to try to figure out how to find my way in life around obstacles, it was like I was standing on the edge of the ocean, looking out over that, just feeling that it would be impossible to cross that body of water, to make my way to something else. And I didn't know how to swim. I didn't have resources to, figure out how to get in the water and get across that. And I was on an island. And so what I did was I eventually figured out how I was going to face getting across that, building a raft, learning how to swim, facing these things, and stopping my bullshit daydreaming that I was just going to somehow, buy or manifest a boat and just make my way across in some, speedboat, which would have been nice, which would have been really nice. But over and over and over, I would fall off, get back on, fall off, get back on, and think that it should be easy, and just knowing that it should be easy, unwilling to do just the hard work that it takes in order to figure out what to do, cut trees down, put them all together, carve them out, whatever it's going to take to get across that body of water. And as I grew and I got stronger and I became more able to face problems, the bodies of water got smaller and smaller, from lakes to ponds to swimming pools. And I also then go on to say that I took swimming lessons, and I did different things to improve my ability to navigate across bodies of water or obstacles or whatever. So I also would at times find myself, drunk in the middle of the night, stumbling in my own backyard and falling down into a kiddie pool and trying to figure out whose fault that was, or blaming or being pissed or whatever, when it was me, continuing to do shit to put myself back in a situation where I'm facing an obstacle that I don't necessarily have to face. I put it there, I'm doing it to myself. So I'm not sure what your bodies of water look like, or if you're able to swim. But I know that whatever it is, you got work to do, and you got lessons to take, and you've got opportunities for people to help you, or for you to help yourself if and when you're ready. My wife and I were in Rome a couple years ago, and we started off in Venice, and we knew that it was late. It was in the fall, and we knew that there was flooding, which is common in Venice in the fall with heavy rain and stuff like that. So we bought rubber boots, and we took these rubber boots, and we got over there, and the weather was actually pretty nice. And I was like, God, why did we bring these boots? Big rubber boots. Not big, but And so, you know, we wore them a little bit in Venice, but they weren't really necessary. But then, you know, we went a few other places and we ended up in Rome, and it was like a deluge. It was like crazy, crazy raining, and we used those boots. And we'd also bought these umbrellas. We were just like fully prepared. But for a while, I was like, what am I doing? I have all this space being taken up in my luggage, and and I could have had like other, you know, pieces of wardrobe, so that I looked good. But we took this tour of the Colosseum, and there we were with our boots on and our umbrellas, and all perfectly comfortable to deal with the weather. And there were other people on the tour, they were like trying to keep their clothes and their shoes and everything, and I just it was just kind of walking along and all comfy. And it pulls into this analogy with the water and the swimming pools and the mud puddles and the bodies of water, and that I've come to this place in my life now where I'm more prepared to deal with that. And what are you doing to be as prepared as you can be for the storms that are going to come your way, and for the bodies of water, and ways that you're going to have to approach life? If you haven't yet, go and check out David White's piece of literature called The Well of Grief, because that, I believe, is the ultimate body of water that we all need to navigate and to face, and to be able to bring into our lives in a really meaningful way. So the opportunity here is for you to look at what are the opportunities or the help that's surrounding you that you don't see, and to assess and to look at what are your methods for finding solutions to your problems, to your obstacles. What causes you to give up sometimes, and what motivates you to try hard and to grow and to do better. So I also own and recognize that the fact that I was on an island was, and when I would find myself there from time to time, was because I put myself there. It was because I was isolating, and I was not seeing or willing to recognize that there was help around me. And so maybe that's something for you to check out too. Is there help around you, opportunities around you that you're just not willing to see? Maybe it's too hard to ask for help for you. So thanks for your time. Have a good day.